make decisions that are based on wisdom rather than emotion. Speaking too soon can put you in situations you're not ready for. It can expose weaknesses, reveal insecurities, or give away too much information to the wrong people. But when you learn to hold your tongue, you protect yourself. You don't let others manipulate you into saying something you'll regret. You don't allow anger or frustration to push you into a conversation that doesn't serve you. You remain in control not just of your words, but of your emotions and your image. Silence also forces people to listen differently. When you don't always respond right away, people start paying more attention to what you do say. They wonder what's on your mind. They respect your words more because they know you don't speak unless it's necessary. But when you're constantly talking, constantly explaining, constantly defending yourself, your words lose their impact. People stop valuing them because they know they'll hear from you regardless. Many people fear silence because they think it makes them look weak. But the opposite is true. Silence makes you look composed, thoughtful, and in control. It allows you to hear things that others miss. It gives you the ability to read a room, to notice what's not being said, and to understand the true meaning behind people's words. Those who talk too much often miss the details that silence reveals. When you hold back from speaking, you also protect your peace. You don't get caught up in pointless arguments. You don't waste time explaining yourself to people who aren't listening. You don't allow yourself to be pulled into unnecessary drama. Instead, you maintain your focus, your energy, and your ability to respond only when it truly matters. Too many people speak just to be heard, without thinking about whether their words actually serve a purpose. They talk out of habit, out of emotion, or just to fill the silence. But words should add value. They should contribute something meaningful, whether it's wisdom, encouragement, or clarity. Speaking just for the sake of speaking often leads to unnecessary conflict, wasted time, and misunderstandings. When you choose to speak, ask yourself if what you're about to say will improve the situation. Will it bring clarity or will it create confusion? Will it uplift someone or will it tear them down? Will it solve a problem or will it make things worse? Many arguments, broken relationships, and missed opportunities come from words that should have never been spoken in the first place. Learning to filter your speech is one of the most valuable skills you can develop. Silence isn't always about staying quiet. It's about making sure that when you do speak, it counts. People who talk too much often lose credibility because their words become repetitive, predictable, or unnecessary. But those who choose their words wisely gain respect. When they speak, people listen because they know that what's being said is intentional and meaningful. Speaking with purpose also means avoiding negativity. Gossip, complaining, and unnecessary criticism don't add value, they only drain energy. People who constantly engage in negative conversations attract more negativity into their lives. But those who use their words to encourage, to teach, or to inspire build stronger relationships, earn more respect, and create more opportunities. There is a difference between talking to be understood and talking just to be noticed. Many people speak because they want attention, but the ones who truly make an impact speak because they have something important to say. If your words don't serve a purpose, they don't need to be spoken. Choosing to remain silent when you have nothing valuable to add is not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom and self-control. Words should be used to build, to heal, and to move things forward, not just to take up space in a conversation. Mastering silence doesn't mean never speaking. It means knowing when to speak so that your words carry the greatest impact. People who talk all the time often find that their words lose value because they are always available, always explaining, always defending, always trying to prove something. But those who understand the power of silence know that when they do choose to speak, people pay attention. Their words stand out because they are not just filling space, they are delivering something meaningful. There's a reason why the most respected people in any room are often the ones who don't speak unless necessary. They are not withholding their thoughts because they don't have anything to say. They are waiting for the right moment to say something that actually matters. Their silence makes people curious. Their restraint makes their words more valuable. They are intentional about what they say, and that makes them more influential. Speaking too often without control can make your words lose their power. If every small situation demands a reaction from you, people stop taking you seriously. But if you reserve your words for the right moments, they hit harder. People start recognizing that when you speak, it's worth listening to. They know that you've taken the time to think, to process, and to choose your words carefully. This kind of control over speech is not just about how others perceive you. It also shapes your own growth and self-respect. When you learn to hold back unnecessary words, you develop patience, emotional intelligence, and the ability to handle situations with wisdom instead of impulse. You stop letting emotions dictate your responses and instead use your words to lead, to guide, and to create solutions. Choosing silence when needed doesn't make you passive. It makes you powerful. The strongest people are not those who always have something to say, but those who know exactly when to speak and when to remain silent. That discipline builds respect, strengthens relationships, and ensures that when you do decide to speak, your words will be remembered, valued, and acted upon.